Hello everyone, my name is Nadeem Khan. Welcome to Uncommon Literature. Today I am going to tell you the Restoration Age. So, the Restoration Age started in 1660 till 1700. In the background of this age, we have to understand that before this age there was rule of Charles the First, and in his rule civil war was fought between Charles the First supporters and the parliamentarians. They were called Cavaliers and Roundheads. After the civil war, Charles I was executed and Cromwell ruled over England till his death. This time is called Puritan Age, which was before the Restoration time. During the Puritan Age, any kind of enjoyment was restricted, and they were very much staunch and fundamental towards the religion. After Cromwell died in 1658, Charles II restored to throne in 1660. Okay, and basically what happened, Charles I was ruling England, and there was some conflict in the country and people executed him. Executed means the people hanged the king, and Cromwell came to throne and ruled the kingdom. But people did not like his ruling because it was very much restricted, and when he died, Charles II, who went to France with his supporters, came back to throne in 1660 and he became the king. Again, the desire of people were restricted earlier, but in his time, in the Restoration time, it came out in excess. Okay, so in the Puritan time, the people restricted their desire. When the Charles II came, the people started again enjoyment and all these things, but it was in excess because they had put a full stop for a quite long time. What happened, that king had many mistresses and many children, and court was also full of corrupt people. So basically, when Charles II went to France, when he came back, he also brought the culture of France with him, and they did not know how to rule well, and the kingdom was full of mistresses, and the king had many mistresses and many illegitimate children as well, and the court was full of corrupt people. All the courtiers were corrupt. Also, you have to notice that during this time, the theatres were closed between 1642 to 1660, like in the exact Puritan age, because they considered theatre as immoral. We can also see the rise of Whigs and Tories. Okay, Whigs are the royalists who supported the throne of the king, and Tories are the parliamentarians who supported the parliament. The court of Charles II set the tone for dramatic tragedy. Basically, whatever elements you see in the Restoration time, in the plays, whatever kind of themes you have, the tone of this theme is set by the court itself of Charles II. So in his court there were so many poets and dramatists. They were called court wits. All loved London and despised the countryside and made fun of villager. The meaning of this line is that in their works everybody idealized London. Okay, but they did not like the people coming from outside London or the countryside, the people from the rural areas. And during the time when theatres were closed, only Sir William Davenant was permitted to perform some private performances. And when theatres started, when in 1616, the Restoration time, when theatres started again, they were new theatres, now with actresses who were girls. Earlier, the roles of actresses were played by boys only, and they have movable scenery, artificial lights. It is all French influence. The kind of immorality we see in the comedy of manners or the restoration drama, it is completely a pure dreamland. So basically, what is in the comedy of manners? What kind of plays do we have to see here? That we have a lot of vulgarity, we have a lot of sexual themes, we have a lot of immorality in the plays of restoration time. So that is why the people completely disliked it, and it is called a kind of dreamland for the people of that age. So the first dramatist who was also a court wit is George Etheridge, and he is considered as the first successful playwright of this time. He has written some famous plays like The Comical Revenge, and it is also called Love in a Tub. And the second play he wrote was She Would If She Could, and the third play he wrote was The Man of Mode or Sir Fopling Flutter. John Dryden, who is considered as a neoclassical poet, also wrote some dramatic comedy because he was living at that time. He wrote The Valiant Gallant, The Rival Lady's Secret, and Sir Martin Mar All. Okay, so all these plays, if you go into the story of these plays, have similar kind of themes, which I will discuss in a later part of this video. Next playwright was William Wycherley. He also was a court wit, and he has written 4 comedies. The list is in front of you. That is Love in a Wood, The Gentleman Dancing Master, The Country Wife, and The Plain Dealer. All the summaries of these plays are available on internet. You can read the summary and understand the story and find the similarity between the plays. The third one, and he is the most successful playwright of dramatic comedy, he is William Congreve. If you are a student of literature, you must have read The Way of the World. It is the best written work of restoration time, and it depicts all the qualities of comedy of manners. In this play, every couple is engaged in a love affair with another person. No matter if they are married or they are in old age, everybody is having some affair, sometimes extramarital, sometimes having 2 mistresses or 2 boyfriends at the same time. William Congreve started his career by writing a novel called Incognito, and later he started writing the plays of comedy of manners, that is The Old Bachelor, Love for All, and The Way of the World, which is the most important play of this age. If you want to understand each theme of this age, you must read The Way of the World in depth. Okay, so I hope I was able to define this age in a proper way. So if you liked this video, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.